This is an unplanned thing. I just decided to pop on here for a minute. I just decided to go live, and it's Friday. Everybody happy, getting ready for the weekend. Thanksgiving coming up. Talked to Trucker G this morning. He's got all the stuff built up to do the big cooking for the truck drivers and everything. On his way to a benefit today. You know, Joe Denny is off the ventilator. Joe Denny has been posting on he's been posting on social media. That's amazing to me. That's amazing to me that man. Mandy Joe from Idaho said in one of her Shaggy Cooch, I'm gonna do what me and you were just talking about. You want to come on here? Are you at the office? I'll send you a link. You can come on here with me. Want a link? Say, hold on. I'll send it to you. Hold on. Invite the guest. Copy. Make sure you're still on Facebook. That's it. Got the link. You got the link. Mara, what's up? I'm a bitch. You see the title, all you broker haters? I got some words for you this morning. I do. I got some words. And I hope the good and right people see this video this morning and have the nerve to call my ass up. I don't know if I answer the phone, but they can damn sure call me up. And then we'll go from there. But what I've seen the last 2 days alone, I've seen them before, I've been seeing them for years, is these new guys coming in here, and they got this new deal. It's the best thing ever. We're going to get rid of these brokers. We're going to take that middleman out. We're taking them down. We're giving that money to you. All you got to do is log on to our program and get qualified. And I heard one guy last night, if you don't qualify, you're out. You're out of there. And customers that just post junky freight on there, you're out of there. He hasn't even started his platform yet, and he's already inviting people to leave. It's been my experience that if you invite people to leave often enough, they will. So anyway, you go on there, and he's going to get these companies to put their freight on his little platform, and then the truck drivers can go on there and click on it and get that load. And you got to get qualified through his bank too. You got to get set up with his bank. That's another step that I don't know. I've got my own bank. I've had them for a long time. I trust them. I know it's security. They have insurance and security. Oh, home bank. I've had them for a long time. I trust them. Hold on a minute. I know it's security. I got to turn this noise down. They have insurance and security.
That was mine.
Was that? Oh, okay. Good. Thank God. I was freaking out trying to find that. Lane Access. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the names of these companies. I'm not gonna do that. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. In the first place, Schneider's been doing this for 20 years. Shaggy retired from trucking. That's perfect. I love that. Anyway, I don't know who Lane Access is, but anyway, the first thing that they hope to do, they say, you do this, you go through the process, you select your load, you put in your rate, and yes, you can negotiate a little if you want to, but probably not a lot. Okay. But you select your load, and then you click it on there, and it goes straight to the bank. Straight to the bank so that they can pay you, so that you can get paid. And all we do We take $100 out of that pay, and you get all the rest. Okay, bitch, that's a broker. That's the very definition of a broker. There's lots and lots and lots of data. And then he went on, these brokers taking 40 and 50%. I don't know anybody doing that. I don't know anybody that does that. I can tell you what my percentage is, but guess what? It's none of your business what my percentage is. But what they hope to do is set up this thing, get truck drivers to log in there, and only for $100. Shit, I move 10, 12 loads a day I don't make $100 on. But they're going to. So number one, they're a broker. Number two, Shaggy. They hope to turn these shippers into a brokerage department. Shippers don't want to be brokers. Shippers don't like trucks. If you make ping pong balls, you like ping pong balls. You're really good at making ping pong balls. And you got a couple of little old ladies sitting down there in the corner office, probably near the dock, and that's your shipping department. They're not going to sit there and negotiate with truck drivers all day, every day. Stop me, Shaggy, when I'm
No,
wrong.
it's the truth. You know, we were talking about, the bow ties, the triangles, and stuff like that all these years. I mean, it's the same way with Eddie. Even though I'm retired for trucking, I'm still helping Eddie while I'm doing my GED and going back to school, and I'm helping him build his trucking company. And we're bouncing between Amazon contracts right now and UIA because like the first quarter is already shipped for next year. Everybody's
Yeah.
gonna count on it, and it's done fucking shipped. And everybody out here that has less than 10 trucks is yelling because they can't go do it. Like you can't even get in a rail with 10 trucks unless you have 10 trucks. And you have all these different departments. You have like contracts, you have UIA, you have general freight, you can go to Tyson's, you can haul chicken, you can haul milk like you do. There's certain contracts, and everybody wants to bitch, but they're all living on the spot market. They're chasing freight. They're living with brokers. We've been preaching about it forever. And it's like, as soon as it goes back up, it's going to come down again. I've been doing this 19 fucking years. You've been doing it 30. Unless you get something set up or you get a gig. And, with me, the last 2 years, and then the part we don't even get into believing in people, you have to run your own business.
Well,
We preached it forever. This last year,
this is the same stuff. This is the same stuff. If you believe this, if you believe these guys that you can just go on their load board and just click on there and by God and just get your freight and take the broker out of it. Well, what are you making $100? You're a broker, bitch. I don't care what anybody says. You're just another broker trying to sell your shit. And this guy last night talking about, we're going to take back America. We're going to take it back for the drivers. At $100 a pop, he is.
Brokers have never been the problem.
And number one, I don't care. Shaggy and I've been talking about this for years. I don't care what anybody says. This is a business at our level, mid-sized to small trucking companies. This is a business of relationships.
Always been that way.
I don't care how technical everything gets, how computerized, how much data you put out there, all this stuff trying to take human beings out of it. It's still a business of relationships.
Well, that's the problem. But the problem is, too, the relationship. You're like, the freight market, the brokers are crooks because the load boards are paying $3 to $5 a mile and my relationship's paying $2.50 to $3. Well, I can go make more money over there. Then the load boards go down and your relationship don't need you no more because it wasn't good enough then. And you just keep going from there to there. And then you bounce back and forth from one blame to the next. And the people that are making money are the ones that are out there doing the same thing. And then you're like, but there's no loyalty in customers. It's business, guys. Not every customer stays the same. Bids change. You always keep getting more. And then like with me, I'm on a sour note because people trust in partners too much or people they work with. And instead of learning to do it themselves, and you have to trust only yourself and do it yourself. Because the minute that you do what you've always told me not to do, that's the problem. We're listening to the wrong people and we're counting on the wrong person in a relationship, right? But I'm going into the relationship of running your business. Relationships you need for your business, but partners in your business, you are the leader of your business. If you can't lead your fucking business and do the work and make the sales yourself and make sure it's happening, you're going to be like me and get fucked.
It's a business. I don't care who you are. I don't care what level you're at. I don't care if you got one truck or 1,000 trucks. I don't care. This is now and has always been a business of relationships.
It is.
Communication, communicate. You can never over communicate.
And you have to
So,
run your business. You
yeah,
can't rely on anybody else.
some guy's going to walk into a shipper and say, "Hey, we're going to set you up in our system, and from now on, the trucks just click on there." And the first thing that this little old lady at the shipper's thinking is, I don't know these people. Who are these people? We qualify the trucks. We spend $1 million. Every broker in the world does that. Everybody. You know the difference in these DAT. I saw a guy on the internet the other night, and he's a friend of a friend, so I won't say his name, but he wanted to argue with me that I was just overlooking how wonderful DAT was. Turns out he's sponsored by DAT.
That's a fucking crap.
Turns out he's sponsored. They give him money. He's sponsored by DAT.
Truck Stop didn't give load boards to all over the place. 1, 2, 3 and DAT, if you want to get technical, they give load boards to any motherfucker to pay. They're like e-carrier check.
They don't care.
They don't give a flying fuck about you individually. They sold it to every Indian person in the world. And now that they got loopholes to sell their stuff and they can't control it, the only reason that's doing a two-code authentication is because every guy on Facebook and Amazon and all these different places with the name Muhammad Huda Ali is selling subscriptions back to other motherfuckers. And DAT's pissed because they're losing money again. It's not that they want to stop double brokering and fraud, the fucking pieces of shit. And then they sponsor all these dummies that you guys listen to that don't have a fucking name in the game. They're just like a cult.
Yeah, it's weird.
And there's a problem. You guys, we used to do video and videos show you how the posting and how the load volumes, the double posting, the double brokering, and ask any broker today that's out there starting out in their first year. They post a load, and if you have Carrier 401 or Carrier OK or the new one, the first 90 people that call you are fraud because of DAT.
It's all
DAT
fraud.
sold them the board.
And you called DAT because I did. You call DAT and say, "What are you doing about all this fraud?" You know what their answer is? It's not our job.
Look,
we're not in the business of managing the trucking industry. Yeah. We have a internet platform that we sell subscriptions to, and people post loads and they take loads off of that. We are not the police department for the transportation industry. They don't care. They don't care. They get their $138 a month or $320, depending on which options you get. They get their money every month. They don't care what you do on there. In fact, it's good for them because they let everybody on there. They're immune from any liability.
Oh yeah, just use their 15-day fucking average. It's honorable.
If a broker screws you. If a broker screws your balls out, and the worst ones, the biggest ones, it's the big ones that screw you. They got a whole department of people that are there just to screw you, just to take your money. That's what they're there for. The little guys don't do that. They don't do it. They want you to like them. They want to pay you because they want you to come back.
They don't even use workers in the United States anymore either because they don't care. It's all about money. They don't give a fuck.
But me and this guy right here, we've been sitting here for 5 years telling you this, and every day I turn on social media and I see the same people crying about the same shit. We'll sit here and preach about it, and we'll reach out, share our little videos around, and we'll get 10,000 views. We've gotten a lot more than that. In fact, we've got double than that from time to time.
We've had almost 400,000 people and over 2 million views.
Yeah. We'll share it out there. And then we'll see the same guy that just paid Shaggy to sit through his webinars and learn how this shit actually works in the real world. I'll see him 2 weeks later on the internet going, "Yeah, I took his load out to Denver. Now these sons of bitch brokers want me to haul freight for $1. You didn't know that before you went to Denver, dimwit? Nobody. You didn't know that before you went to Miami? Now you're going to go live on the internet and go, "Yeah, these brokers are screwing me." The problem's in the mirror. The problem is you.
We were just talking about it. You talked about your experience at Walmart and carriers and stuff earlier when you were the VP over there. You were talking about it. What was the word you called it? I call it a bow tie.
Incremental miles.
Incremental miles, and I call it a bow tie. It's an average of cost that you need to show profit on every fucking load. And you got everybody wants to call everybody crooks, but they're not crooks. If they make 30 cents times 15,000 trucks after costing their profit, they don't give a fuck if one of those lanes is $1 a mile and the other three or three.
They don't care about you. They care about their shareholders. Get it?
Oh, shareholders. That's it.
Shareholders.
But we're incriminating. They're destroying us because we're not them.
But everybody, to everybody, we got some people watching. To everybody that just thinks brokers are the worst thing in the world, do us all a favor, because I'm a truck owner and a broker. I've been driving since heck was a pup, 1979. I know both sides of this business. I've been doing it for a long time. Do I know everything? No, I don't. Nobody does. But here's the deal. If you don't like brokers and you think brokers are your problem, don't use them.
Go a month without using one. Don't pull it on your load.
Don't call them.
Don't do anything.
Don't even turn on DAT or Truck Stop or any of those things. Don't even turn it on. Don't use them, because they're bad. Those people are bad. Hell, if I went to a restaurant and got food that made me sick, I'd never go back. I'd never go back. If I went to a store and bought a pair of shoes that fell apart in 3 weeks, I'd never buy another pair of those shoes. But no, you keep doing it, and these people out there, we want broker transparency. That's the same person that applied to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration for an exemption because he had been driving for 30 years, so he didn't think he needed to keep a logbook anymore. Which is it?
Why would you?
Is it? You want regulation or don't you? Which is
you do you want to get fucked by the government in a thing where we're fucked, or do you? I mean, just go run your fucking business. Listen to somebody for once.
Yeah.
Make phone calls every day.
The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration has come up with this new regulation now that they want to raise the broker. They want to raise the broker bonds, and I don't give a shit. I don't care. When I started, there was no bond. Now it's 75 grand. Who cares? They can put it whatever they want. I've got perfect credit. My bonds don't cost me anything.
It's not the bonds, it's fraud.
Go ahead but they want to raise the bond. All it is another play by the big guys, the big box guys, to get rid of the little guys. It doesn't have anything to do with fraud or anything else. That's all it is.
Needs to be changed. It's not the bond.
Yeah, exactly. So, but what does let's break this down, Shaggy. Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. What does raising broker bonds have to do with safety? Why is that building with all those people in it in Washington? Why are they even there?
Because James Land thought it was a great idea and he wanted to supply. I don't fucking hate that guy.
Why are those people even there? What are they doing there? Why are they there? What do they exist for? I don't get it. I just...
Not all carriers are good. None of us good. It's a business. It's a fucking business. Not all plumbers are good. Not all construction companies are good. Not all Uber drivers are good. Not all trainers are good. It's all perception of you have a choice to do what you want to do. No one forces nobody to do something.
All you got to do, if you don't like brokers, don't use them. And then all you got to do then is go out and get your own customers. That's what brokers do.
Yeah, but then you got to figure out what you're going to do with the customer, because if you can't handle the customer more than what you do, then you're fucked and you need to be a broker. See, or you got to get a lot of trucks, because if you don't, somebody else is going to come do it for you. No, you got a problem again. So what are you fucking going to do? Frank, you keep freezing up.
All you got to do is go out in the world and get your own customers. Then you got to be able to bill them. You got to know how to do that. You got to have a system to do that with. Then you got to be able to wait 30 days, 60 days, 90 days until they pay you. Okay? That's all you got to do.
Otherwise, you're going to be...
You don't need a broker. But right now, what you want me to do is, you want me to go find the customers.
He keeps freezing up. You want him to go find the customer. You want him to get the rate. You want him to tell you the rate. Then you want him to put it on a platter. Then you want him to find you the load back. Then you want him to do this. And you want to just drive your truck, go home on weekends or whatever you want to do and be rich. Am I the only one on here? Frank is gone.
Man, this thing keeps coming and going.
Is that you or it's not me? Is it? I don't
It's
know what to mean.
me. It's
Oh, okay.
me. No,
Go
it's
back
fine.
to what you want him to do again, because I was trying to fill in the
All
blank.
you got to do is go out and get your own customer, because that's what brokers do. They go get customers. They get customers. Get your own customer. Submit some rates. That's what these new, click on technology things. They're not going to let the customer budget their freight or put it into their company budget. Are you kidding me? Are you joking me? Are you stupid? Anyway, you gotta submit your rates. And then when you start getting loads, then you gotta find people to haul them.
Fuck, they are fraud. They don't trust your credit. Then you got to put the money up there. Then you got to hire employees and expect them to help you with things and do the right thing, because you're only one guy. And then they don't want to do it. Next thing you know, you're 20,000 in the hole. You haven't paid your employees, and you're fucking got all this stuff, and you're out of business because you trusted people in your vision, because you didn't want to work for brokers no more. You wanted to become the next guy, Frank.
Yeah, you can't. But you want me to go find customers. You want me to go solicit customers, sell, submit rates, get some lanes. You want me to call you up and give them to you so you can haul it with your truck.
Risk my credit.
You want me
Risk
to
my
pay
bank
you
account.
a 40% fuel, basically a loan. You want me to give you an advance.
Put my family on the line
for your fuel, because you ain't got enough money to run your truck.
Because you're Jesus.
Yeah. Then you want me to set up your appointments for you, pick up and delivery and all that. And then when you
don't
get
bother you while you're driving either.
You want me to pay you in 5 minutes, whether I have to wait 30, 60, 90 days for my money or not.
But it's a privilege.
You want to get paid right then.
Well, right then. Because you're the because
and I'm the bad guy.
Driver. Yeah, because I'm Jesus.
I'm the bad guy.
Oh yeah.
He's taking 30, 40% off the load. I've never done that. Never. But I'm the bad guy. So I tell you what, go find your own freight. I don't need you. And I'm just one guy.
Yeah.
Your problem is two things. You're lazy, and you're stupid. You're lazy and you're stupid. And you won't do your own work. You like to blame everybody else for your problems, including if somebody says it's a motherfucker today. Yeah, that's right. You want to blame everybody else in the whole world for all your problems because you're a whiny little bitch.
Shit.
You want to do all that. Develop some relationships. Do what me and this man right here have been telling you for 5 years. Go out there and develop some relationships.
I just tried to open 5 businesses in the last 2 years, and you told me not to concentrate on one. And I'm not blaming anybody. Everybody's like, why are you leaving? I'm tired of fighting up and down. I've seen it because it goes up and down, up and down, up and down.
Sparky. He says, Sparky, Joe said to tell you all howdy. He's on the phone right. Sparky.
What's up, Joe? Man, hey, I'm following Joe like crazy. I love Joe.
Sparky, you tell Joe that 2 minutes after he's ready, I want to have him on my live show. Me and Shaggy will come on there with him.
I'll come back for that one.
Bam. The love that I have seen for this man in the last week, I've never seen that for a truck driver before. And that's because of Joe. That's because of the man you are. And we know that, and we know you, and we love you. I couldn't be happier that you're moving on your own power. Todd Campbell, call me later, bub. What is this? Like a
like Messenger Center or something? That's what the fuck.
Mara says, "What set you off today?" Just seeing that guy on an interview last night. Yeah, we're gonna change the trucking industry.
I'm so tired of that shit. All you're gonna do is fuck it up more.
Schneider's been doing what this guy wants to do for 20 years. 20 years.
They came out with a report this year. And I remember I was going to print it off. I'm going to go find it. That says, me and Frank started in 2017. 65% of the trucking industry were 25 trucks or less, Frank.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
35% of the industry was mega brokers and trucking companies, right?
Right.
Since COVID, so many people have come into the trucking industry, over a million, whatever it was, that only 10% because of consolidation, people buying people out, that 10% of the industry is mega carriers, and they still fucking run it.
It's crazy.
90% are 25 or less.
I'm not going to keep everybody on here. It's a Friday morning coming up on Thanksgiving. Shaggy's going to get back in this with me. I don't Quit
No,
giving
I'm
those
not.
fucks energy. No, fuck them. I will, me and Shaggy will go to where they are. How's that? We will come. We will bring this to you. You still want broker transparency? You still want to cry about it? Your problem is that guy hauling that shit for 88 cents a mile, not me. I'm not your problem. Your problem is all those loads they put out there. Gerald was in North Florida last week. There was a load posted from Jacksonville, Florida to Reno, Nevada, 88 cents a mile. They had the nerve to post it on DAT like that. 88 cents a mile. How fast can you go broke at 88 cents? Don't call the guy. Make him give that load back to that
The
customer.
sad part though is the loads going down there and people are thinking it because they're too stupid to investigate. Coming out, how the fuck you go to Florida for 220 a mile?
You're not. You're not. So anyway, we're starting up a new thing. Frank 3 and some of his
Not
people.
Shaggy.
Huh?
I said Shaggy's retired. I quit. See, my office is fucking bare. It's closing down. I'm
Well,
gone.
Frank is starting up this new thing. We're going to start a new thing. Shaggy will be part of it.
I will come and visit.
He's going to come and hang with us. And the saddest part about all this, people, at the end of the day today, and we're getting ready to get off here. It's Friday. We got shit to do. The saddest part of it is we went through all this last 7 years of trying to help people. I don't know whether we got anywhere or not because I keep seeing the same people. I keep seeing the same people crying about the same shit instead of doing something about it. But the saddest part of all is we went through 7 years of this, and I'm going to keep going. Shaggy's going to keep going other ways, but he'll be around. The saddest part of it is I did all this, and I still, to this very day, I'm sitting in my office right now. You can see it behind me. To this very day, I've never, ever been sent a Shaggy hat. Ever. Motherfucker has never cheap.
I know, and I've got a whole drawer of them over there.
Cheap, low rent, bitch.
They're pretty nice, too.
Never got a hat. Never got a hat. Other people send me hats. I don't even know them. Mara say, I love you, Frank. I love you too, babe. And you know that. Other people send me hats. They just send them to me. And they call me on the phone. Thank you so much. You helped me so much. Some people actually have listened, haven't they, Shaggy? Some people have actually improved.
I've actually, since I put the closing, it's been really sad. I've probably had over 300 messages. One guy called me and showed me a picture of his wife, kids, and family in his house. And told me it was for him, for me and all these guys and stuff. And it's like, even though I fell with my own projects and stuff like that, it's amazing how many people are still sending me messages just thanking me for answering the phone and you and our shows and the media and this stuff. And they're like, we can't believe Shaggy's gone. And it's like, I can't either because I can look at 5,000 to 7,000 emails I have of people. I can think about the Opera Fives and the TAP programs. And I know the people that I've taken from nothing, and I still see them in business. Man, having Eddie Dion with his 7 trucks talk about what he made this week.
Eddie Dion's the smartest man in the world. He started watching your videos. He took your classes. And
the last one I did on the road.
Yeah. He took your classes. He started watching your videos. And he called you on the phone and he goes, hey, you know what? Screw all this. Come run my company for me. Gee whiz. Who'd have thought of that?
Yep, and we still are. We're doing it every day. We're getting ready to put on 2 more owner-operators. We just got his insurance down by half.
Who'd have thought of that? Yep. Who'd have thought of that?
So I'm like working a job at night, running his trucking company today, and I start school next week.
So all you guys out there, before we sign off, I want everybody to have a great Thanksgiving. I'll be on Tuesday night, but anyway, I want everybody to have a great Thanksgiving.
Somebody says they got a hat. You see that?
Yeah. That's you. That ain't me. Anyway, if you don't like brokers, don't use them. Stop crying and start looking in the mirror. Grow some balls and go out and do this thing yourself. Most of the people on this page right now already do. They already have. They're looking and going, Jesus, Frank, who pissed
Stop
your
listening to these stupid people. Listen to somebody who's got 30 years, been a VP of places, has a Rolodex of people that are the ones that are actually like Frank's Rolodex, the people that me and him have talked about that he doesn't bring to the shows that you guys don't even know, are some of the people that actually help him fuck the industry a little bit, but that's the caliber of people, so he's trying to give you the proof.
Anyway, if you think brokers are your problem, don't use them. Stop using them. Stop using them and build your own company. Simple. It's a simple fix. It's a simple
Yeah,
fix.
but how many calls do they make? We talked about it. Do you make 100 calls? Do you have a notebook of places you
No,
go
because it's
through?
so much easier to turn on turn on your laptop and turn on DAT and then blame them for all your problems. What a bitch. Are you kidding me? And you
You need to
guys,
put, you need to put, you
these
really need,
new highly innovative companies that are going, we're going to take that middleman out. Just send me $100. I'll take that middleman out. You asshole. People have been doing this for 30 years.
is that why?
Schneider has had a load board for 20 years, just like what you're talking about. The only difference is they actually go out and get the customers and bid on their RFPs and provide them with insurance and provide them with a bond. They actually do all that before they put the loads on their internal load board, not the DAT board, their internal load board for the carriers that they have qualified to haul those with. They actually go through all those processes because guess what? A guy that makes ping pong balls don't want to be in the trucking business.
Hey, you should put uncensored. You don't like it. Fuck off on your like show. Now, like tired of the bullshit. Come get the real shit or something. Like there's nobody out there. I watch YouTube. It's like my grandma sitting in a fucking rocking chair, fucking sewing something with a bow tie on. I mean, what the? When was that? Oh, and if it's not that, the other half of it is we need to go after the government. Fuck, you can't go after the government for anything else. What makes you think people are going to do it in trucking?
They're not. Anyway, it's Friday. We're getting out of here. Shaggy, I love you, man. I'll talk to you later. I got to run. Guys, if you don't like brokers, don't use them. But stop crying about them and stop trying to make them the enemy. Have a nice day. And guess what? Don't like brokers? Find your own freight. Go for it. Find your own freight. The cavalry's not over the hill waiting to come and save you. If you're going to go into business, if you're going to be a business person, you got to do it. Have a great day.